Hey, good day, everyone, and welcome to In Service to the Heart. Just a time to commune together in the prayer and meditative field of the Most High. So I'll invite you to allow your eyes to close and get really settled in your seat. Inviting a few long, deep breaths. I invite you to feel yourself coming back and down in your seat. So really leaning into your back body, what's behind you, and dropping down into your base to land into what's beneath you. This is a practice from one of my mentors around re-inhabiting the midline, re-inhabiting that central space where there's so much availability and access to resourcing and to the allness of ourselves. So moving throughout this moment, continually leaning back and dropping down as we allow our eyes to close, not to shut away from the outside world, the external, the phenomenal, but rather to redirect, to source and to commune with the indwelling infinite of the Most High. To turn away from, even for a moment, that which is shocking, unsettling, confusing, dysregulating, or just super active, to turn within to source the infinite well of stillness, the infinite well of quietude, the infinite opening to the all one itself. So on your next few breaths, allow a dropping down of the breath channel through the heart, the belly, through the hips, through the root, and down into the umbilicus that connects our earth body with the earth body. So feeling a widening and a lengthening and an inhabiting of the lower body. Allowing a sense of awareness with that connective thread, that taproot, that umbilicus from the base of our being to the heart of the earth itself. To sense and notice in your wider field awareness a connection with the very heart of the earth. A pulsating, alive, grounding cord, taproot of your own being in connection and resourcing with all that the earth is. And allowing yourself to fully arrive to this moment, this breath, this body, this life, this infinitude. And on your next few breaths, establishing that descending flow, now allowing the breath to arise upwards with the ascending flow of prana to move up through the heart, the chest, the throat, the cranium, the third eye, and out the crown. To feel that extension, that elongation, that silvery thread of mystic remembrance from the crown to the heart of the cosmos. And noticing that uplifting, elevating, increasing flow to remember and embody the connection with the interdimension, the all dimension, the cosmic realms of the Most High. Feeling a connection, that thread of mystic remembrance to the heart of the cosmos. And noticing that vertical extension of who and what you really are as the midpoint between the heavens and the earth, simultaneously an ascending flow, remembering the heart of the cosmos and that descending flow to the heart of the earth. And just allowing them to wash through, delivering their unique, highly intelligent, nourishing frequencies, allowing them to go wherever they need to go throughout your whole being as we establish this vertical awareness and integration. Noticing that you are where the heavens and the earth meet. And so relaxing into that allowance and feeling the breath move freely through the heart and nourishing the heart behind the heart. Opening the heart behind the heart that's never been exposed or hurt by the human experience, that is the wisdom seat of your innermost being. And with each breath, softening the front and the back of the heart, we invite a gentle letting go into the flow of the absolute, a surrendering, a softening, a yielding to the movement of this animating life essence I choose to call spirit. A yielding and an allowance to the living intelligence of the Most High that I choose to call spirit. A yielding and an allowance to the currents of the quantum field of ever becomingness that are not bound or created by circumstance or conditions of the human experience. So allowing an expansive experiencing of the currents, the flow, the tides, if you will, of that quantum field of ever becomingness that is beyond the conditions and currents of the human experience. So feeling that wider self, that all self, that limitless nature of the Most High to reveal and to feel it as available, as resource, as we attune to the vast openness of the quantum field of ever becoming, this living intelligence of the one of and as absolute consciousness itself that I choose to call spirit. That which is ever animating, ever life-giving, pouring forth, expressing, arriving, becoming, and being its true nature, feeling it as only as its true essence. This highest frequency of and as absolute consciousness that we know as unconditional love, as limitless light, as ever-flowing joy, as unceasing harmony, as never-ending, always arriving grace, and so much more of and as these divine principles that know no opposite and that are wholly, wholly as their true nature and true frequency. So we give thanks and praise for the access, the engagement, the awareness of this living intelligence everywhere all the time, no matter what. And I know that it must be here as me, as Marianne. I know that it must be here as each one anchored in this prayer field. I know that this unceasing love, joy, peace that surpasses human understanding, creative potentiality, vastness of limitless, limitless supply, expressing as each one here. And we allow it to be. We yield and allow even more of its potentiality, its flow, its current, its kinetic expression as each one's body and being. We know that it has been so in and as the beginning of each one's soul's journey, and even now and beyond. So it is not bound by time or space or conditions or action or activity. It does not need to be earned or proven. It simply is. And so we rest in the isness and the arising of this living truth as the pure essence is each one's totality of being, as the holy wholeness itself, living, breathing, having its way. Giving thanks for this evocative moment, knowing that each one has a unique configuration of this essence, and we allow it to ignite even more fully as this moment. We know that the divine blueprint of each one's soul's being has ever been so, and we allow it to light up even more fully by and as this moment of recognition and realization of truth. We know that each one is a living emanation of the all, engaged in and as this circuitry of divine becoming. And so we allow the essence and the frequency to turn up a little bit more. We invite all energies that are willing to transmute to this highest frequency of the essence of the Most High as each one to do so now. And any energies that are not yet willing to alchemize must go, must fall away, must depart in light of this living truth as each one's eternal essence itself, as this frequency of absolute consciousness, divine living creative potentiality, as the divine representing itself in form, and we allow it to infuse from the vertical into the horizontal, to be this emanating force unto the planet, unto the people, unto the beings, unto this particular moment in time and space. And so, like turning on a light, we allow it to ignite and alight even more fully as each one, as their emanating essence, nothing to do or manage or make happen, simply to live into as the blessing that they already are. So we let it be boundless. We let it be sourced by the infinite and the vertical awareness of who and what we truly are, and we allow it to flow forth and make the way open. We allow it to be the blessings of each one's unique yes, as this body and being, this divine temple, as their life divine, as their sacred yes in the human experience, as their prayerful frequency of truth. We know that this is available and shining forth as each one's entire being, and we know that it is enough. And so we rest in the magnificence of the pulsating, alive, shiny, bright field as each one's being. We give thanks and praise for all of the supportive allies, guardians, gatekeepers, wise and loving ancestors, trustworthy allies, and all of the beneficial presences who are here for the highest good of the all and as each one. We allow this luminous community support of the unseen to surround each one and to offer an energetic blessing right here, right now. To let it flow forth in sacred recognition of who and what each one truly is, and to establish this energetic boundary of blessing around their whole being, to move through the day, the week, the month, the lifetime of this human experience in such a way that allows more gifts, more joy, more peace, more love, more understanding, more grace to reveal itself as each one's life, body, breath, whole beingness. We invite these allies in spirit to now clear anything that is no longer serving each one, Anything that is not theirs, anything that is ready to be composted and offered to the sacred elements right here, right now. We allow an unburdening and we let it be. We give thanks knowing that each one is never ever alone in this ignited, alighted, engaged, enlivened divine blueprint of their being that is even now turning on and flowing more of what truly is, more truth, more essence from the inside out. We let it flow forth and be the harmonizing frequency of each one's being. The body temple, the body of each one's affairs, all of their energy bodies, all of their relationships, every activated yes in and as this life. We allow this harmonizing frequency of pure essence to flow forth from the inside out, knowing that it is time, it is here, it is now. And we give thanks and praise. So grateful for the depth of field awakening, enlivening, embodying, and being. So grateful for the expanded force of truth as each one. To feel the amplified, strengthened, expanded field of awareness, to hold this essence of who they really are and to allow it to emanate evermore. So in thanks and praise, we bless the yes of each one. We know how deeply resourced, fully supplied with all that is needed to continue to ignite the light and to let it be. Allowing it to emanate, transmute, alchemize. Anything that it intersects with, anything each one engage with, knowing that it is possible to live as this transformative frequency of truth. It's happening, it's now, and it's already done. And so it is. And so be it evermore.